Hello, my name is Dr. Jitendra Singh. I live and work in United Kingdom. And I'm going to take you to meet a very special person who has given me this hairs and this confidence. So let's not delay any further and let's go meet this person. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you, sir?
Have a seat, please.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nice seeing you back.
Thank you. It's nice seeing you back too.
Hello, friends. So today we have a special guest with us. He's a doctor himself, a renowned gastro-colorectal surgeon in UK. He's practicing there. Since last 4 years, he's performed more than maybe around 1,000 surgeries there. He's very expert surgeon by hand and very precise doctor. He got transplant with Medispa 4 years back. So being surgeon himself who is practicing in UK, he was having a lot of options available, especially in Turkey and European countries. But he opted for Medispa, and after 4 years when he is back to just have a follow-up, I was really amazed with his outcome. Very natural looking hairline and density. So how are you, doctor?
Hi, my name is Jitendra Singh and I'm a surgeon working in UK, as Dr. Soni has said. And before 4 years, I was about to move to UK. My professional life was absolutely good. And I was quite satisfied with all my professional achievement.
You're doing very well professionally.
Absolutely.
Academically,
There was
like anything.
no problem with any of that. Managed to find a good job in UK, secured everything. But like aesthetically, when it came to that, and my friends and my family, they started to say this thing which I was deliberately avoiding it.
Is it?
And it was obvious thing which most of the time all man suffers at some point of their lifetime, and that is baldness. This problem of baldness, yani ki ganjapan, it's very common in any man, and I have to accept it that I'm going bald.
So your hairline was receded a little bit on the back side.
Absolutely.
And when you clicked photographs and personally when you are going for some outing or family function, so was there some inhibitions and
Absolutely. I have to spend quite a few time in front of mirror to set my hair, but still I was not happy with my hair.
while clicking pictures and posting in social medias?
I have to always hesitate.
Is
I
it?
have to always hesitate that am I looking in this picture more bold, or I'm looking in this picture less bold, whether I should post this one or this one. It was always a
So your
dilemma.
confidence was going down
It
for
was absolutely-
personally?
Yeah, it was absolutely going down. And that's the reason to increase my self-confidence, or make my appearance better.
How you initially start researching about transplant, and what criteria did you make to select for a transplant center? How did you came to about Medispa?
I think I did a lot of researching online. I did a lot of Googling to find out the best surgeon which offering the hair transplant.
So how many different options you searched initially?
I searched on Quora, I searched on a forum called Hair Transplant Forum, which is most of users are the patients only, and they give very genuine and authentic advice.
Yeah. The nearby places like Turkey might have found a lot of options. In fact, in UK, you might have found a lot of options.
I think, yeah, there's so much of fuss is being about like Turkey surgeries.
Yes.
Turkey surgeries are always it's abroad, it always looks fancy.
Is it?
But I couldn't convince myself because I've seen too much of, it was too good to be true, to be honest. That's what I would
Too
say.
much showy and
Too much showy, too much fancy.
yeah.
And I was thinking this much of extremely goodness, it can't be true.
Yeah.
I wanted some more genuine.
So you're finding substance in the things.
Yes.
Do you find these criteria, like I'm routinely telling that you actually find a place where actual surgeon is present, the name of the surgeon is portrayed, that he is the surgeon who is going to operate. Qualification of surgeon is important.
Absolutely. That's the only thing I think anyone should look for. If your surgeon who's actually going to operate on you has the experience, has the substance, and he is there to claim that I am going to do your transplant, I'm going to give you the best results.
So first thing, it should be surgeon-based clinic, isn't it?
I think so. That's the very first thing one should consider while having the hair.
I always emphasize that always choose a surgeon who is versed in doing strip surgeries, FUT and FUE both, because then only he can generally give the advice what should be the best treatment option for you.
Absolutely. I think whenever it comes to hair transplant, you need to have all the versatility in doing this.
So an ideal hair transplant center should be versed with doing all different type of techniques like strip surgeries, FUE and body hair transplant. Then only they can do justice with your kind of baldness, what is the best option available.
Absolutely.
Because nowadays what I observe, many of the clinics which are dermatologist based or technician based or maybe dentist based clinics, they are mostly offering FUE and they want to sort it out everything by FUE, which is not practically possible, because if you need more number of grafts, more area to be covered, you should be combining the FUE procedure with FUT and sometimes body hair transplant.
Absolutely. And that's why I chose your place to get my hair transplant done.
Yeah, and thanks for that. And especially when you choose a surgeon, again you have to categorize who is more artistic in that, because surgery is more of an artwork than just a science work.
Being a surgeon, I totally reckon and totally agree on this point.
Yeah, so a surgical hand should be more artistic. Apart from being technically sound, it should be more artistic, isn't it?
Absolutely.
How does it matters for a aesthetic surgery outcome for a surgeon to be more artistic?
To be honest, while I was Googling my whole hair transplant journey and looking to find a particular place where I'm going to get it done, I think that's the one thing which I found very interesting, that you are in yourself an artist.
Yes.
And when I saw all those paintings which were drawn by you, I got really impressed. That's the least I can say. And I thought, like, if you are a plastic surgeon and you are an artist, I think you are going to do the best and the real justice. And I think the best natural outcome, if I can have, I think that is your clinic. That's where I should go for to have my hair transplant.
When you travel from UK to Jaipur and back, so how was the procedure day experience, like pain, comfort, infection? Because you already live in a high standard hospital which is clean and hygienic. So how you compare hygiene and cleanliness and safety protocols of Medispa with your UK hospital?
I think this one is very dedicated center for a hair transplant. And hair transplant is a surgery, and I think a surgery place needs to be very clean, and I am very impressed and very satisfied with the cleanliness, the protocols which we follow here, and everything. As compared to the UK,
the cleanliness, hygiene, the technical staff,
they all knew what they are doing. Everyone was very familiar.
The microscopic dissection room, have you observed that they are properly assigned work for different people?
Absolutely. So that's why I'm very impressed that everyone was new about.
What we are using is a Travelini system for hair extraction. Newer technique compared to old micromotor technique. For FUE extraction, generally people use a micromotor which rotates only in 360 degree, keep on rotating, you go deep inside the hair root and pluck it out. This is a standard method of FUE extraction which is going worldwide. But nowadays there is a combination of rotation, vibration and oscillation to extract the hair root out, because as a doctor you can understand, hair is deep inside the skin, it's up to the fat level. So when we have to cut the skin, the epidermis and dermis part initially is very tough. So we need a rotation movement. But once this high resistance thing is broken, we need a less resistance rotation, that is only oscillation. And as we go to the fat layer, we don't even need the oscillation, we need only vibration and to suck that root out. The advantage is, as we reduce the force of rotation when we go down, the damage rate to the hair follicle bulb is also reduced.
Wow.
Because if you go with the same force up to the bulb level, where the resistance is low and hair is soft and supple, it can crush.
Can damage the...
Can damage. So we can reduce the damage rate further 10% less by the use of the advanced Travelini system, which is a combination of rotation, vibration and oscillation with suction. So it sucks out the hair without damaging the hair root. So 10% damage rate is further reduced.
And makes more chances of a root to grow and retain.
Yes, so because more survival, more density, more natural looks. Isn't it? So we combine strip and FUE, and in strip I do a trichophytic closure. You might be knowing a trichophytic closure technique.
Absolutely, that's what I had.
Yeah, so when we close it, we'll keep some hair root intact inside the scar. So when the scar heals, the hair root will grow from the scar and it almost fades out the scar to very minimal level.
That's fantastic. And that's what I had.
Yeah.
And apart from that, my overall journey was very, very smooth and no trouble, no bumps in the ride, to be honest.
Yes. So once you got the final results, how was the reaction of your relatives and friends? Does they feel any change in you?
They absolutely feel, they say that I'm entirely a new man.
Is it?
Yeah. Like when I went to UK and I had my hair transplant done, they couldn't see me for like good 3 or 4 years. And then I came back and now I meet them. They absolutely they feel really surprised that you are the same man. They find
More younger, more handsome,
more younger, more handsome, more fitter, more confident.
Very
to
good.
be honest. The thing of
So it
confidence,
changed your life?
it has absolutely changed my life.
More confident?
More confident, more complete I feel in myself. That's what I would say.
Nice. Yes. So one thing which I really emphasize, the designing parts, the artistry of transplant, in which we implant single hairs in frontal area with proper angulation, proper direction in zigzag pattern, single hair in the frontal area, so that it should look very natural. So how effective is the designing part or the naturalness, and how it came out to you?
I think initial few months when I had the hair transplant, I always felt worried, like what is gonna happen, how my hair is going to come, when they're gonna grow full. So there's always the anxiety. But after 1.5 years, when actually I started to see the real visible result, I was very happy with my hairline, which you can see. It's a very looking natural, very natural.
We made a temporal triangles on your sides also, isn't it?
And I think that is what makes it very natural, because I have this temporal triangles. It has a really nice.
A small widow's peak in the frontal part and M-shaped pattern. So your front and side pictures must have improved drastically.
Absolutely. Like before coming here for the follow-up, I had seen my old pictures and new pictures, and I was absolutely astonished to see the difference in both pictures. And it's not just the hairline which I see, the density that is also has gone
up.
quite very dramatically improved. I can see that when I comb my hair, I can give it its nicest style, and the hairline, the overall results are very impressive. The best way to find out what's gonna happen with your receding, your thinning hairline, I think first of all have a consultation with a doctor, and a doctor has to have a good surgeon, not just any of a doctor who could be just doing very limited scope of hair transplant. I think your doctor should be versatile enough, and if you are considering a hair transplant, I think definitely you should have a plastic or cosmetic surgeon such as Dr. Soni. And I wish you the best with your journey of hair transplant, and definitely if you want to have hair transplant, definitely come visit here at Medispa, Jaipur.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
For more information, go to our YouTube links. We have detailed information of this subject on my YouTube videos.